For Press Pass Latino, I'm Daysi Calavia-Robertson, and today I have the honor of interviewing Maziar Bahari, former Newsweek journalist and author of Rosewater, which has been recently adapted for the big screen by comedian Jon Stewart. How are you today?
Very good. Thanks very much.
While watching the film, I noticed many similarities with the political situation in Iran and the political situation taking place in Venezuela and many Latin American countries. Which similarities did you draw?
I think what is happening around the world is that citizens of different countries are trying to gain their rights as citizens of the countries, not as subjects of the government. So they are using the new media, social media, in order to gather information and share information. So these two movements, they're movements of different citizens around the world in different Arab countries, in Ukraine, in Hong Kong, in Brazil, in Venezuela, in Iran, of course.
Journalists around the world are putting their lives in danger for their work. Was there ever a point during your time in prison in Iran that you felt it was worth it to die for yours?
I don't think any story is worth dying for. And I don't think any journalist, any professional journalist that I know of, is really putting his or her life in danger in order to tell the story. But what journalists are doing is they're trying their best to tell the stories in the best way they can. And sometimes that becomes very dangerous.
Now, actor Gael Garcia Bernal is from Mexico and he played you in the movie. How has that been? Do you think that he did an accurate portrayal of you? Do you think he was good at getting your persona and maybe even your accent? And has there been any controversy because he is not Middle Eastern?
I think the story of the film Rosewater is a universal story. The film is based on my story and based on my book, but it's the story of thousands of journalists around the world who are going through the same experience every day. So Jon Stewart consciously made a selection of international actors in the film. Gael is Mexican. Kim Bodnia, who plays the interrogator, is Danish. My mother is played by an Iranian actress. My sister is played by an Iranian actress. My wife is played by a British actress. There are people from Egypt, Jordan, Iraq in the film. So it's a real, and Haluk, who plays my father, he's Turkish. There are people from all around the world in order to show that this is a universal story. Gael, of course, looks different from me. He's not as handsome as me. Just kidding.
But what about the dancing? Are you a better dancer than him?
Gael, I had to teach him a lot to dance. No. Actually, they wanted to cast George Clooney originally, but he couldn't dance, so we didn't do that. No, I cannot dance as well as Gael. I mean, I can't dance even if my life depends on it. So, yeah, no, Gael is an amazing dancer. I think he wanted to become a dancer originally, actually. So, no, it was amazing. And that scene, I'm not sure how many of your viewers have seen the movie Ito Mama Tambien when he kisses his best friend. We had a conversation with Gael, and Gael said that dancing scene was very similar to that scene in Itu Mama Tambien, that he had to just let himself go, that he had to give it all. And that's what he did in the film.
They always say that the book is so much better than the movie, but you were really highly invested in the production of this film. So what's your final verdict?
I think there are two different media. The book, I think it's a good book. It's more comprehensive. It has more information. It has 300 pages. It takes a bit longer to finish than the film, but the film is a very good adaptation of the book as well.
Well, thank you so much for the interview. For more Latino-related news, please log on to www.presspaslatino.com.